Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. Today is the day that I bring you my favorite video that I've ever posted on my channel. It is a home for my sim self and my sim family. It has a lot of similarities to the house that I actually live in and the property that I live on. And I got the idea from Julie over at Just Sims Homes and Commercial Tours. She had built a home for her sim self. But first, I would like for you to meet my family, and when I come back, I'll go through the tour with you. This house is a combination of a lot of items and things that I actually have in real life, along with some things that I would have in a dream home. Also, throughout the video, I'm going to be including real life clips of things that I have that I've also put in my sim self house. So that's going to be pretty cool. Actual pictures and video of things in my real life, so you can kind of get an idea of how I live. But again, this is a combination of really what I would love to have and what I have that I love, if that makes sense. So as you can see, I've used the lake house exterior on here. It's one of my favorite exteriors, especially for a home like this. This would be classified as a modern farmhouse. So you have the front here with the white picket fence and a little gate there. And I think this looks so pretty walking up the walkway here. And we have the white trim with the white windows there and the white door, the white balcony. And then right under here, I've put a little flower box above, and that provides a little covered area to put some rocking chairs and to sit outside, especially in the evenings when it gets a little bit cooler. And you see the little birdhouse there. I don't yet have a birdhouse, but I do have a hummingbird feeder. So I put the birdhouse there, and that's what the front looks like. So now we're going to come around and take a look at the side. It looks like a rather large house, and it sort of is, but the rooms are very large. It is a 3-bedroom home. So back here, we don't have a well yet, but we're working on that, and we're also working on our solar in real life. So I was glad we got those items to put on the property. And you'll see my husband, he's there mowing the grass. This structure back here is a little bit similar to what I put on my family farm video. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. I had come up with an idea of where to put the animals. Right here is where you see the greenhouse, and over here is my grown daughter, Sydney. She lives next door in real life, along with my grandson, Caledon, and her husband. So there they are there. That's Sydney and Caledon. So I wanted to include them as well, even though they don't live in the house. And over here is the greenhouse, as you can see. And this greenhouse is probably about half the size to scale that mine is in real life. But that's where I spend quite a bit of my time. And coming up here are some clips of my actual greenhouse. So here it is overall. I know it's a lot. I grow a lot of food in here. I grow herbs, I grow vegetables, even potatoes, I grow onions. You can see a lot of basil there. There's some green beans. I have carrots in there, kale, spinach, sage, lemon balm, peppermint, all kinds of different peppers, chamomile, you name it. It's in that greenhouse, and I do spend quite a bit of time in there, and I absolutely love gardening. So this is sort of like the structure that I mentioned that I had built before. I don't have this in real life. Now we do have a shed, but in the shed that I've put for this house, I did put a gardening bench in here, as well as several feed bins for the animals. So that's what those are. Those are not trash cans. The trash cans are actually located in the garage. I did put a sink here, which is always helpful if you're working outdoors, and a drone here for my son Denver, and some tools for my husband there. And that's the shed. So over here is, like I was saying before, I would really like to have this in real life. It's an indoor-outdoor chicken coop. I'm very protective of my chickens, and they do have a very secure coop, as you'll see here in just a minute, but I would also like to have a bunny and a turkey in real life. I don't have those, but maybe someday, so I gave them a spot over here. And next you're going to see a clip of my real-life chicken coop. Aren't they cute? I have 24 chickens that I've raised from baby chicks that were less than a week old. And if you follow me on Facebook, you'll know I've posted updates about them as I've gone along, and I just really enjoy them. Out here, I could not resist putting an outhouse. I don't have one of those or a scarecrow in real life, and I definitely want to have bees, but there's the compost bin over there. We actually have several locations for compost on our property. But really, for the size lot that they give you to build here, I've kind of squished everything in. You all know my style. I don't do a whole lot with landscaping in the backyard and a lot of clutter, but I kind of had to with this one to put the things that I love and the things that I actually have in real life to make it realistic. And I actually think it turned out pretty well. But let's go on a tour of the inside. As far as the interior goes, this is me. This is my real style in real life. And these are the colors that I love. I love contrast, as you know. And you've heard me talk about this bookshelf after we got it. I actually have that in real life. It's similar. It does have a ladder, and I told you it was in a darker finish. Well, there it is. That is my actual bookshelf in real life. So when we got those, I was so happy, and I know I kind of overused them, but I don't care because they're one of my favorite items now. There's a large TV over here, a fireplace over here to the left, and a big area rug here. And the color on the wall, the accent walls, that warm color, that is actually similar to the color that I have in my living room. So I definitely wanted to use that. And I just really like how this room turned out overall. It's cozy, but it's large. So that's always a good mix. So you come through here into a little stairway area, and I put the little wagon wheel there. And then over here on the wall on the left, we'll pretend that is a large chalkboard that the kids can write on. I think that would be an excellent idea. And then let's come through here to the garage. So I wanted a 2-car garage, and rather than double it up side by side and use the room on the lot, I decided to do it the other way. That way the farm truck can stay parked in here. I have 2 panels over there. We'll pretend those are for the solar. And then this way we have room for 2 cars in the garage, and there's the entrance to the house right there. I have the trash can there with one of the new doormats. There's also a door in here that leads you into the laundry room, which is kind of Jack and Jilled with the kitchen. So that's that side of the house, the living room, the garages, the stairway. But coming from the living room, if you go straight through, you come into this kitchen. I love this kitchen. Not my usual when I do a Sims house, but remember, this is what I would like in real life. To me, this is a modern farmhouse kitchen. You have a mixture of countertops. I like the fact that the island does not match the countertops, but they are balanced out because I have black countertops on the other side of the room as well. But this side of the kitchen is dedicated to your usual, like your refrigerator, your stove, and your sink area, the coffee maker. There's some produce over there in the corner. And I've hung some aprons over there in the doorway. And then if you swing around, you'll see where I put the black countertops on the other side of the room. There's another reason that I put those there. I actually have a little workstation because I like to make most of our bath and body products and even our own medicines. And as we go through the house, you'll see evidence of that. But this would be where I would make those. And I'm going to insert some pictures here of where I actually store things like that. So there are some of my herbs right there that I would store down here in these shelves on those countertops. So that would be my little area over there. Here is the dining table here. The back door is the screen door. I love those doors. And then you have that bench where you can take your shoes on and off over there by the back door. And then we're going to swing around to one of the most important parts of my kitchen anyway. We have a two-part pantry. So see these shelves here with the jars on them? I actually do this in real life. I make our own herb blends and tea blends. I make our own medicines, as you can see right here, and store them in jars. And we actually use them. I make our own supplements. So those racks on the wall are a definite for me. And yes, I have a super large pantry. My pantry, though, is lined on both sides with those shelves. But in this one, since I can do anything I want to, I dedicated one of the walls to having an extra freezer here and an extra space to dry herbs. In real life, I do hang herbs to dry because I do grow quite a bit of them, but I also have a 9-rack food dehydrator that I dry them in more quickly and jar them up as you saw in the picture previously. So through here is the laundry area. It has 3 doors. It has one to the garage, one to the kitchen, and then one to the downstairs bathroom. As you'll see next, we'll swing around here. I love the colors in this bathroom. It's blue and kind of peach toned, very pretty, very bright, and then it has the farmhouse sink, so modern and farmhouse. I thought that worked out perfectly. So that is pretty much the downstairs there. I love the layout of this house. I really love the house in general. So even if you don't want to build a modern farmhouse, I think this layout would work great. And you could take the back garage, the second garage back there, and make an even bigger, like a family room area or a formal living room or even a master suite downstairs. So that's always a bonus as well. All right, so undoubtedly you saw the staircase that's located in the garage, and we'll go down there before we go upstairs. So if you come down here, you have kind of a combination of things. You have extra water and food storage. You have a wood stove in case of a power outage. There's more food storage down here as far as pantry shelves go. There's an extra refrigerator and yet an extra freezer. There's a weather radio over there, and it also serves as a tornado shelter. So yes, we do. We do all of that, and I definitely wanted to include that in this build. I also stuck the weather machine down there because there's never really a great place to put that on the property, is there? So that is the storm shelter and food storage and emergency heat area in the bottom of the garage. Works out perfectly. And then next we're going to come upstairs where all the bedrooms are. So when you come upstairs, you have sort of like a little mezzanine area, kind of like a little walk around. I've put some pretty pictures there over the stairs, and then another with the matching frame across from it. You can see down into the living area there. So just kind of like a little wraparound landing area. And then first we're going to come into the master bedroom, and I brought the same color up that I have down there in the living room. I think it looks very nice with that bedspread, and some beautiful flowers there on the nightstands. And then over here in the corner, you'll see a toy box. I know it's for puppies, but I put it there to represent toys for my grandson. And I keep seeing a hand come through the wall. Let's see if it does it again. Yep. Okay, apparently my son Denver's hand comes through the wall. But anyway, I have a pull-out sofa, we'll pretend, where my little grandson could sleep if he spent the night. Over here's the fireplace and some bookshelves and some decorative trees on either side of the fireplace, and then just a dresser over here with an antique-looking clock. And that's really all you need. You can see out into the backyard from the master bedroom, which is something I really like. And now we're going to look at the master bath. I brought the same color in. I love that vanity. I love that tub. And then we have a towel rack over there. And on the wall, more racks right here for the jars because, again, I like to make our own lotion, deodorant, shampoo, hand soaps, and all of that. And I like to store them decoratively on racks on the wall. I think it looks very nice. And here's the shower. Now, I know there's glass there, so I put a doorway over here so they can actually enter the shower, and that doorway is in that little toilet area. So you can just walk right in there, walk right, and go into the shower. And then the toilet paper holder's right there on the opposite side of the doorway. I like this bathroom. I like the style of it. I like the layout of it. I just think it's a really nice, very good sized master bath, actually. Now in here is the closet. I have my vanity over here. And then on the other side, we have some cabinets for our clothes and shoes. We are kind of simple. We don't own a lot of clothes or shoes. So really, believe it or not, for my husband and me, this would be plenty. I also put a linen shelf there so that if you needed towels, you could just reach in there from the bathroom and grab those. That is the master suite. It's very large. My master suite is nowhere near that size in real life, but that's the way I wanted to put it in my house for my sim self. In here is Denver's bedroom. He really likes to do boxing and wrestling and all of that. He is an 8-year-old boy, so he's kind of into that. So I wanted to give him an area in his bedroom to do that. But at the same time, he still likes his teddy bears. He's in that phase where he likes to sleep with his favorite stuffed animal, but at the same time, he's kind of a rough little boy. You know what I mean? He also loves magazines, so I gave him one of the new magazine racks there, and I gave him his favorite colors for his bedroom, and that bed suited it just fine. And then over here is his dresser. He loves music. There would be his swimming trophy over there because he loves to swim. And he loves the solar system, so that poster was appropriate. He has a walk-in closet and then his own ensuite bath here as well. Which is another thing I love about this layout. All the bedrooms have ensuite baths. In my house in real life, they do not. But that would be one of the things that I would really like to have. And then over here is just a storage closet for the upstairs, extra linens, things of that nature. You see 2 doors here. Really only one was necessary, but you know how I am with symmetry. I can't help myself. But those lead into Claire's room. So I picked items along with Claire. Claire helped me pick the items out for her room, for this house. So I thought that was really cute. This is something Claire loves to do. She loves to sing and talk to herself in the mirror, which, you know, most 10-year-old girls like to do that. She's pretending to be a star. She has her little makeup things over there that she plays with on the dresser. That lamp is so her. She has that cute little white phone, the beautiful bed, and she's at that age too where she likes little girl things and some grown-up things. She does still like to play with her dollhouse, but at the same time, she likes to play on the computer. So with my kids' rooms, I tried my best to put the things in there that they have in real life, and a lot of it really worked out. And there's her ensuite bath here, very pretty, and then she has a walk-in closet over here as well. So all of the 3 bedrooms upstairs have walk-in closets and ensuite baths. So if you're interested in that type of floor plan, this house would be perfect for you, especially for a family. And the bedrooms are so large, if you have a large family, you could fit 2 kids into each bedroom. So that's another option for you as well. All right, so let's take a look at where I have put everything. Remember, the grid comes at the end of the video. That was a better look of the little front yard there. This is the living room area here, and then you have that stairway here. Back here is that kitchen that I absolutely love. And then the small pantry here, and the large pantry here. And then we'll come back around to the garages. We have the first one here, and then you can pull straight back through to the second one. That will lead you out to the backyard. And then we have the laundry room area and the half bath for the downstairs. And this is the shed here. And then we have the indoor, outdoor chicken coops and the little spots for the turkey and the rabbit. And then we'll go downstairs and take a look at the cellar. And then we'll come back up and we'll look again at the second floor. So you come up to the landing here with the little mezzanine that looks down into the living room. Then we'll go over to the master, and then the master bath. And remember the little sections there off to the left for the shower that you can step into from the side, and then the little section for the toilet area, and then the walk-in closet with the vanity. And then we'll come on over to Mr. Denver's room here, and he has his ensuite bath as well, and a walk-in closet. And then we'll come down here back toward the landing, and there's that little closet there, basically for extra linens and maybe beddings, things like that. And then here's Claire's room and her bathroom, and then her closet as well. So like I said at the beginning of the video, this is my favorite video to make ever. There were just so many things. It was fun to create the house, number one, and to share with you the things that I have, to share with you the things that are goals of ours, the things I'd like to have, and also the chance to put in clips of my real life, like my chickens, my garden, the things I like to make and spend time on, such as our medicines and our herbs and our bath and body items. I really enjoyed sharing all of that with you. And don't forget Miss Sydney over here in Caledon, because I have the dream of living next door to my adult daughter and my brand new grandson. So it was just really fun to share all of that with you, and I hope you love the house. Remember, the grid comes at the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving me a like and or a comment. I always love hearing from you all, and I appreciate you all so much, and I was so glad to do this video. It was highly requested. I can't just put one person's name on it, and I'm so very glad that I did it. But thank you again for watching. You guys take care. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.